how will they affect us then, even if they are around? Okay, now suppose you're very much low, okay? Then nobody is there in the house also, supposed to, disturb you. But you're so down that your energy levels, the mind levels, the consciousness level has come down drastically. Then you have come to a lower dimension where all these type of prates are around. They're not going to disturb you. But imagine yourself, if they had bodies, okay, how would they affect you? They're feeling very negative. They're waiting, unfulfilled desires, frustrated, angry, sad, पता नहीं किसने सुसाइड कमिट किया, ऐसे वाले हैं सारे. और उनको सबको हम लोग एक एक कोट पहना देंगे और शरीर दे देंगे. अब तुम अपने आप को उनके साथ पाओगी, तो how will you feel? More depressed. That's how energy affects energy. Their energy will affect your energy. So when we say Guru आएंगे, सत्संग में गुरु आते हैं, because suddenly we feel euphoria and we start feeling very high. And when more and more people feel high, everybody is high then. Because it affects everybody in the room. That's why we say group satsangs. नहीं तो इंडिविजुअली भी हम भजन कर सकते हैं. कुछ मजा नहीं आता है, कोई नहीं आता सुनने को, भूत प्रेत भी नहीं आते. So if you want a good number of people, okay, other than the physical people around you, if you want real good energies around you, then you have to raise your consciousness level. Once you raise it, naturally you have the right crowd. We don't know because we can't see them. And they will never harm us. Nobody, no energy is going to harm us. We attract those energies. By themselves, they cannot do anything. They are, honestly speaking, like this was always a discussion in our house also. I always tell that this cannot scare me, but a human being can scare me. Like if there is a violent person or a very horrible, dangerous person near me, I can get scared because right now I feel this body will harm this body. And who wants to take that nonsense? But if it's a subtle body, they're purely harmless unless we attract them. And still we can't do much, but we get influenced by their energy. And we feel low or we feel high. So it's borrowed energy. Either way. It's because after the satsang is over, you're back to, after 1, 2, 3 hours, we are like, when is the next satsang? Because you feel low, so you're back to your normal self then. And that high feeling is gone. Because that was a borrowed thing, borrowed energy from we say from the Atman, the consciousness, but it's from all these divine, we call them angels. In Christianity and all this, we call angels. Same. We call the angels, we call the gurus, we call whatever. But these are just the same subtle bodies which have reached a very high state, wherein they are not even interested mostly in getting into a body usually. Just when they feel that enlightenment is to be, attained, they will finally get one womb and they will enter the body. If they get a womb, but it takes longer gaps, that's why we can access them. If we raise our consciousness level. That's how. Whereas the Bhutray, there are many. That is also many. But we have to really go down to access them, literally. That's why we say keep smiling, haste raho, masti mein raho, so that you are at least in regular, no bhoot, either way, up bhi nahi, down bhi nahi, you are at least with normal people. But when you raise in meditation and all, there is stillness, you feel that you're alone, and yet there is, as if you're on some mountain, Himalayas or somewhere, but you don't feel lonely. There are a lot of sadhus who are meditating there. And sitting where you are right now, you can be in a group with them without understanding it's a group, because the mind disintegrates and there is only one mind. So you don't see that idhar ek sadhu baitha hai, idhar ek sadhu baitha hai. It's like I am vast. That's the experience. You expand. The consciousness expands. Huge. It expands so much, actually, that it can contain a room or contain even more. The aura expands. So when there is so much expansion, you're not going to feel, this is my space, this room, entire room I have expanded. Next room, I don't know who is there. It doesn't happen. You have expanded to the point where you do not know or think that you are one and there is another one. There is, that's it. Then you become that ease state. And you are at ease. And that's meditation. Meditation is not trying to meditate, I am concentrating, I am trying to look at my Agya Chakra, I am trying to look here, I am trying to say a mantra. That's tools. I'll not say it's not there, it's a tool to reach. But half the time you're stuck with the tool only. Because what happens is I'm meditating, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Narayana, whatever. And after some time, what to do? Yesterday, this happened in office and this happened. Oh, no. Om Namah Shivaya, I'm meditating. This is just fooling. One part of the mind is fooling the other part of the mind. Mind is a split personality now. So, एक है जो भगवान का नाम ले रहा है, एक है जो ऑफिस जा रहा है. Same time पे. Both are doing at the same time. So then, none of this is meditation. This is only thinking. I'm thinking of Om Namah Shivaya and I'm thinking of office. That's it. The mantras, that's why there's a technique when you do the mala. Initially, we should say it loudly. Maybe the first 33, 34, whatever. Then the next 33, you say it barely like a whisper. Ajubaju mein somebody can hear max. Okay. First, you start loudly. Vaikhari, Madhyama. That's how it goes. And then it should become Shant. Inside. Okay? Baki ka jo hai, it should be like in your man. That mantra. And by the time you have reached the end, man mein bhi nahi bolna hai. वो अपने आप चले, मंत्र चले अपने अंदर अपने आप. That's where we need to reach. But then we can maybe at one point reach to the point where you're not saying anything. There is no mantra also going on, but there's nothing going on. There is absolute stillness. That's when you feel you have reached some state, That's because there is no mind.